Alrighty, welcome back. We've actually been able to acquire a windshield gasket from an old client that I did a car for a long time ago. He did a 56 Meteor Rideau, I think it is. It's a rare one. It's a Canadian one. It has different chrome on it. But I called him up and he had another windshield gasket, and I was happy about that because we didn't have to send for one. I just took a 10-minute drive and over to his house. Bought the gasket from him, brought it home, and had to section it. And what I mean by had to section it is I had to take some rubber out of it because we had chopped the roof on this car, and I had to cut the rubber to make it fit the car. This is what I've got, and this is what I'm going to show you. You can see how this part here is the piece that lays over the lip on the car. So that lip that we're welding the window or the buck to, there was a lip in there that held the buck, and I tacked it to there before to put all the braces in. This is the lip that goes down over it, if you can picture it. So that goes down over the lip. Say this is a car here, this goes down over the lip like this, goes down over the lip like this, and this is where the window sits in this channel here. So if you take a look at it, you can see we're about an eighth, there's about an eighth difference for that window to sit in that channel. So this is what's going on. The window that we made, this is the first attempt. That's the first attempt. There's the second attempt. And the second attempt I've shaved it down to fit the hole. I've shaved it down to fit the hole, but I got to shave it down more because of this. You can see how this lip is, the windshield's only an eighth bigger than the lip. So what's going on is every time when I clamped the window onto the buck, all that area is getting buffed off because of the window seal itself. So I'm going to pull this tape off. What happened is we just kind of put the window seal on. Jolene helped me and Harley helped me help hold it in place so I could section it and get it to the size that we need. But basically what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to use the second attempt of the window, the one that we made fit the hole on the second attempt. I'm going to shave that down and try to make it fit the rubber. So basically I'm going to show you what I'm going to have to do. We have the last window, the third attempt, we have that one put away because we're going to use that one. And what I want to do is I want to mock. It's quite a bit of work to do this, it actually is, but you have to remember it's quite a bit of work to chop a window and put it in. So I'm just doing the exact same thing, but we're spending less money. Also, we are spending less money and using our brain to do it. That's what's going on. So the rubber, we have it fitting right now. Basically, we've sectioned it right in there. I'm going to take that off last. It's nice from going from no window at all to, what can I say, to making a window and then putting it in yourself. It's quite gratifying, really. And the way I done it is to use my brain and do what I had to do to get it done. Like that's what I always do. That's what I always do. And I enjoy doing it that way. And the simple reason is because sometimes it slows you down. If I had to wait for a window, well, then I'd have to wait for a window. Where do you go? Like, where do I go next when I'm on that course and I want the window? I want to get that window geared up. I think we're sectioned in there. I want to get the window geared up so we can get it painted in there around the window. Then we can get the window put in. Then we can tape it off and be done with it. And I learned how to put the window in from Jim. Jim showed me when they put the window in his Oldsmobile there. When he put the window in it, told me exactly how I got to do it. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the window that we made, get it to the right size, shave it down. I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to shave it down, get it to the right size, get it in this rubber. Don't know if I'm going to put the window in today, but I am going to try to, don't know if what that done there or not. This is where it was sectioned right there. I just cut it with a razor blade, stuck some weather strip glue inside there, and try to get it put back together. If it comes apart, it comes apart. And if it doesn't, yeehaw. But I had to do something. Let's face it, I'm trying to build a gasket to fit the car. They don't sell chopped window gaskets, I don't think. So this is where I'm at. Hoping that it works. There we go. We have a piece of stainless. I have a piece of stainless that's sectioned down. Haven't got them welded together yet, but you can see what's going on here. Just got it taped together. Most of that's going to be covered. Most of it's going to be covered, so you're not going to see any of it. That's good. Like that. We're going in the right direction. And I really want to get the window in the car looking like it was made that way. And basically, that's what you call a good custom, I guess, is when you see all the stuff, all the custom stuff done to it. It's hard to tell if it was done or if it wasn't done. I'm going to pull this rubber off. I got to stick the second attempt window back in. I have shaved it. Like when we put it in there, it didn't actually fit when we first done it. But I shaved it down. I'm going to shave it down a little bit more because I'll show you. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you. Just kind of being delicate with this piece here. Is that going to stay together? Yeah. Staying together for now. And if it comes apart, I'll have to glue it again. And what happened is we tried to glue it on the car because we had to make it fit the car. So that's what I did. I glued it right on the car. I showed you how the lip went. As long as it stays together is the main thing. And if it does not, I'll have to glue it back again. I don't want to be too rough with it. There we go. I can see I got a little bit of a gap going on there. I'm going to take it over here. And if I have to, I'll put a little more glue in it and do it again. Now I got it to size is the time to really actually do it. You can see it coming apart there a little bit. Tisk, tisk. Tisk, tisk. You can see it there coming apart a little bit. But we're in the positioning of, there's what we want. And then glue that back. You got to do a nice job on that. Put a little more glue on that. Maybe put torch on it. Get it nice and tight and right. That looks good there. Put a little more glue inside there maybe. Wasn't such a great cut probably. So there's our windshield gasket. What's going on here is you can see the line in here. There's a line in here, there's a hole in here. That's where our stainless is going to go from the bottom of the window. So that's going to be original, or the original stainless on the bottom of the window is going to be right. We just had to section it here to allow for the chop that we did. And it's not looking bad. It's staying together. Yes, it is. That's good. So what's going to go on, I'm going to take this window here. I'm just going to use this. I'm not going to say use it rough, but I'm going to use it as a mock-up. So use it as a mock-up. See if I can try to get that rubber around it. I have taken this glass and I have played with it a little bit to get it to fit the hole. Then I can use this glass to mark the good glass. All right. Now you can see, you can remember when I did this glass, I put the vice grips all the way around it, and I was thinking the exact same thing. Probably everybody else was thinking, "Wow, that's going to damage the glass and not make it nice." But when you look at the gasket, come right out to here because it fits tight down the bottom, fits pretty well tight at the top, so all that gets to be shaved off. As I have this sitting in here, now what I'm going to do is, in all honesty, this is how it should fit. This is how the glass should fit. Like that right there. See how there's about an eighth left? Almost right to the edge of this right here is where it should fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around and take a look at it first. And it's going to be something too to put that rubber back on it. It really is. Oh, don't want to do that. Just want to get it sorted in the middle. Sorted in the middle. I'm going to go back over and check that side. So I'm basically going to show how I'm going to get it done, I guess. Let's shave some of this glass off. Just trying to figure out where I want to cut first. Inside the hole there. All right. So I can just draw that along there. I should be able to just draw that along. If you want to come over and take a look, sweetheart. So I've got to shave. We're pretty good right here. We're basically right on the money right here. That's how far we want the glass out. That's what it shows on the rubber. We want it out that far. So as I got it in there that tight up there, and I got it down that tight down there all the way along the bottom, fitting like that, it's all going to be cut off or shaved off. So I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to take my marker. I'm going to use the car as a scribe. That window goes almost right to the top of that. Quite a bit to shave off, eh? So, in actual fact, where I've taken and vice gripped it on the edge, we should know that it did not affect what I have to get going on. And I was hoping that was going to be the issue. I'm just going to, we got an 8 there. We got that all to take off. It's quite a bit to take off, actually. Seeing where I've already shaved some off before. Just keep going. So actually the window barely fits the hole. That's what the rubber tells me anyways. With the rubber off, I can do a better job at gluing it. Go to the other side, take a little more off here. So you'd have a hard time laying this glass in here without the rubber. So your glass fits your hole with an 1/8 showing all the way around, basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand this plexiglass off to the line. And you'd have to do this whether you cut the original glass or if you had whatever. You'd have to cut this glass. If you were cutting it off or whatever you were doing, you'd have to make it fit this way. And I'll use this piece as a template. To cut the good one. They're both good actually, but I'm going to use this one as a pattern for mock-up. Then we'll be able to fit this in the rubber and lay it in there. Okay. Now, also, we have gotten our, Jolene went and got our, what's this called? Plastic vinyl wrap. From what I understand, what Jolene understands, it's very see-through, is it not? Very see-through. Excellent, excellent. He said maybe with a lot of use of wipers, it would scratch after a while. I might not even put wipers on this car. I might just go with Rain-X. Not planning on driving the car in the rain, not planning on it. Even though you get caught in the rain once in a while, but Rain-X on hand is good stuff. I use it. Also, she come home with this stuff. It's kind of a red vinyl wrap too. We might even use the leftover plexiglass that we have to do the taillight in that. Seems like a proper thing to do for me. So we have the wrap to try out. We do so. We have the wrap to try out. But first I got to get this rubber going. I got a gap here in the rubber. I know it's stuck together, but I got a little gap there, and I'll end up filling that with some rubber and the glue. See, I got a little gap going on there. And we were cutting it on the car. It was hard to do. So this is where it's supposed to be. That line there is for the bottom, for the stainless for the bottom, so it goes in originally. Everything is going excellent. I'm going to trim this off, and you can see where I marked it. So you know, and I know, when you have the buck and you have it fitting in the car perfectly, you're allowed to hit the edge with the vice grips or the clamps and to get it to work. So this is what I did. Or what I'm going to do. I want to move the rubber, I think. I'm going to move the rubber, I think. Just get it out of the way for now. I'm going to go lay it on the car. Very happy with what's going on. Very happy because I'll be able to have a rubber in the car. That's falling apart a little bit there, I see. It won't be surprised if it falls apart on me, but we'll glue it back together and do a little better job on it, seeing where we got it off. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Haven't said that in a while, have I? You know what I'm saying? Huh? Takes a little bit, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So we have this marked along here. You can see how much is coming off. Well, all that distance. It's quite a bit of plexiglass coming off. You can imagine cutting a window and have to do it again or take that much off or sand it off, how much it would cost you. Even though if you paid $800 to $1,000 for a window, after you cut it, how long are you going to spend sanding it to get it the right shape? Alrighty, that's the way we're going to do this. I'll do the smallest area first, I guess, maybe. Turn it around. And we'll also do the vinyl wrap on the mock-up window first, just to check it out, see what happens, see what it does. And I'm just going to sand this window down to that line. Try not to get it hot, I'll do the whole thing. Change it, I think. I'm going to do it this way instead. I think it may be easier. Sure it is. Not worried about the glass right now. I would have something laid down there, but not worried about it right now. It's going to take a little bit. It'll take a little bit. Wish I had a new one of these, but I don't think I have. Also, it's got it goes in there probably 3/8. The glass goes in the rubber about a 3/8. So if it's a little bit wobbly or crooked a little bit, does not matter, I don't think. Also, if you follow the line, it shouldn't be crooked. I'm going to see if I got another one of those pads, a little sharper. See if I got one. Just check and see. Oh, we got some here. Look at that now, would you? Not sure if these will work or not. They might. Just going to cut that off. Can't open them up. I don't know if they'll go on there or not. Mini ones, mini ones. All right, one there. Yeehaw, let's get the thing, tighten it down. That'll be nice. Use them up. Thank you very much. I think them come from Philippines, you say, or Thailand? Come from Thailand? Just make it sand off a little bit faster. So it's nice to have the rubber off. I had to have it glued together. I can glue it really good now that it's off, or do a little better job. A little quicker. Just going to leave my line for the insurance. Welcome to gas now, baby! So all vice grip marks will be gone because we're sanding them off. Also, when we get this window, it's a good thing to make two windows, I'm thinking, because also we can take our vinyl wrap, we can lay it on this window, we can get our vinyl wrap right to the exact size. When we put the window in the rubber and put it in the car, then we can put the vinyl wrap on because it'll be stationary and a good place to hold it. You can do front and back, whatever you want to do, but that's what I plan on doing, is putting the window in, cutting a pattern off of this, and then applying it. Also, you're watching me do it. That means that you can do it. You can grab a barbecue and do your own thing, do your own window. I hope this helps a lot of people. I hope it does, because it's going to help me get going where I want to go. And really, the way I'm doing is just using my brain, persevering through it, and doing whatever I got to do to get it done. Basically, that's the end of it. That's the end of it. good thing it's not the good window. Basically going too fast, trying to get it sanded off, and I buffed it up. When I do the good window, I want to make sure I don't do that. Also, if that happens, you could sand it and get it out. Yes, you could. It's just going to run you more time. But basically what I'm trying to do is get it off as fast as I can. I just made a happy little tree there. Make a happy little tree. Looks like a tree, doesn't it? Huh? Little Bob Ross, a happy little tree right there. And I would I'd probably paint, like quite quickly, I would probably paint the window, around the window opening there, paint that up, get that rubber glued up right, take this template, get the window put it in, tape it all off and leave it in there. But I do not have the piece of stainless that runs across the rubber at the bottom, and I'm going to have to acquire that, so I'm going to have to make some phone calls and do a little bit of searching. I want to put the stainless in the rubber and the window in before I put the window in the hole. That's hot. Hit me in the lip. It's quite a bit to take off there. We're taking off over ½ an inch. I probably took over ½ an inch just to get it fit in the hole because we had it real big before. So quite a bit of sanding on this one. I got less sanding on the last one because we got it fitting real good. It fit the hole the first time, so we just got to sand around and make it fit. Whew. Trying to speed it up some. That's not going to hurt that a bit. We're getting her cut down, that's for sure. I'm glad that's not the good piece. Happy little tree. Hands getting sore or tired. Not sore, tired. A little bit left to go. And I'll round all the edges off before I put it in there so it slides in there nicer. That's what you get, rushing it, bearing on it. Rushing it, bearing on it. Whew. Yeah. Looking good. Looks good. That's where you get in trouble, me bearing on it, trying to take off as much as I can, as fast as I can. That's where you get in trouble. When it comes to the good one, I'm going to take my time. Might even run some tape on it. Stuff is hitting me in the face. My face a little bit dirty, baby. All right. This means I'm doing something. Yeah, it's quite a bit to shave off. So the only marks in it now are the marks I put in it. Right. Take a break, take a second here. Whew. All right, I'm trying to do as fast as I can to show you how I do it and what I'm doing. Just trying to do as fast as I can. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the edge off all the way around, just make it nice and round on the edge so it slides in the rubber nice. Make it like a real piece of glass, best we can. Going in there, probably 3/8. And if you go to try this and you mess it up, turn on the barbecue and do it again. Basically, hey, put on the barbecue and do it again. I know many people cook the steak and didn't get it right the first time. And that's just the steak. Alrighty. I'm saying that we're at, well, might want to take a little more off this line down here. Just heads again for. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a piece of sandpaper, just knock off the edges right quick, just so it don't hurt the rubber at all. I'm going to put this in there. I don't want to hurt the rubber. On the good piece, I learned something. Is what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub some. I'm going to put tape over the whole window before I do this. Probably no doubt in my mind. Just taking off the edges so I don't hurt the rubber. I want to use the rubber on the good window. I do not want to cut it or damage it in any way. Wow. My rubber, I don't know what's going to go on there, how it's glued together, if it's going to come back apart or not, but I can do it again. Alrighty. Now's the moment of truth. If I can get that rubber on that window, then we'll know it's going to go in the hole. Alrighty, it's not sticking together the best, but you know what? We're going to do the best we can to make it go in without breaking it. I'm thinking that I could have sectioned it in only one place, but that didn't happen. Alrighty. Trying to do it quickly as possible. Alright. Let's maybe get the top on. Just going around the edge. I think that rubber's going to fall apart on me. If I can put the edge over like this, and I'll do the edge first. I can get the window to lay back for me. We'll get this part put on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. This might take a little bit more than I think. How do I want to do this? All right. I have a little bit of a time. Any chance, baby, you putting the camera down? Give me a hand. Can you? I know you can. Jolie's going to put the camera down. Give me a hand here for a second. It's kind of too hard to handle the rubber with one person. What I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a piece of tape and try to tape that rubber on the front. Stay together. Just on the front. Just to help. I'm just going to put the tape where it was glued just to help hold a little bit. Not going to damage or anything, do anything. Just going to try to help hold it together. Can you see me? I'm over here, baby. Okay. Feels good on the edges where I sand it. I'm going to do that too. When I sand it off, I'm going to take a piece of 220. I rubbed a piece of 220 across there. I was using the 40 grit on the wheel. I think the red ones are 40 grit. Jolene's going to give me a hand here, put this on. Got some stuff over here too, but alrighty. You want to, let's try to, where are we going to get this off here, underneath here. Let's try to get the top on. We know that the tape, the tape is on the side part right here. Maybe we'll see if we can get the top, that on there. Alrighty. Maybe if I do this part, you'll come over and hold it. Why? Can you hold that on there like that? All right. We'll slide that in there. Trying to do as quick as we can. Come on. Rubber hanging down, being difficult. Do you want to try to slide some in? All right. Good. Good. That good? Mm-hmm. All right. Moving around here a bit. Why don't we do this? Hold this, please. There we go. Good. And let me do that. What's that, sweetheart? All right, just going to do this, slide this top on. I'm going to do this. Yep. You hold the tape. Good. All right. Trying to get it on for the video, and that's why we're being rough a little bit, trying to get it done as quick as possible. When it comes time to put it on for good, we're not going to do as quick as possible. We're going to take our time. So if the rubber fits the window, obviously the window is going to fit the car, right? Does that you agree? Yep. All right. She agrees with me. She agrees with me. All right. Gotta get this down below. It's starting to get tight now, see? I gotta get this. Let me get this underneath, maybe, on the back side. Here we go. That corner. Good job. All right, let's get this piece on. Right here, where it's put together. Awesome. Now, all right. See if we can get this in here. Here we go. We obviously can't leave the tape on there when it comes time because we're going to have to put the window on the car, but all right. Let's get her in there. Oh, it seems like it would slide in there. Let it come apart. Let it come apart. Seems like it would go in there easy, but it's trying. Yep. Alrighty. Here we go. Running her on. Looks good. Looks good. Sorry, just put it up in there. Yep. Get up on there. All right, let's get that up in there. Put that piece of rubber. I'll hold this. Can you feed that up on there? It's holding it now. Just pull your rubber out and feed it up on there. It's big, or it's fitting pretty quite well, isn't it? Wiggled around. Went on there, didn't it? Yeah, tape it. Alrighty. Yeah, just pull her out and put her up on there. Come on, baby. Talk to it nice. One little. Want a screwdriver? Look at that, baby. There you go. You don't have to tape that. All right. So, what I'm thinking is, if that rubber fits that like that, we have just nailed the size of the window. You know? Then the window will go over. We'll have the rope on the back side like Jim had it on his car. Then we'll come over, we'll lay it in like that. We'll pull our rope out the way it's normally done. We'll have ourselves a window. Basically what I'm saying is that rubber's cut very well. The window's the right size. The rubber went on nice and tight and right, did it not? Went on nice and tight and right. We had to work at it to get it on there. So what I'm saying is the window that we have there is the size that we want. I could take the tape off now, put a rope in that, and then put the window in. But I do not want to do that because I got burned on the neck from that plastic, eh? But I do not want to do that yet because we have this chrome strip we want in here. I want to put that chrome strip in there first. You can see where I buffed it with the grinder. It's up there quite a ways. That was buffed up there quite a ways. You only see a little tiny bit of it. This is we're not using this window. We want to use this as the test fit dummy. And man, we got ourselves a window. Got ourselves a window, baby. We'll go in there, we'll pull our rope, put that down in there, and we'll have a window. So basically, I'm saying it's going to work. I'm 99.8%, 99.9% it's going to work, but I want the piece of stainless in there first. I've got to get a rope around the back to put it in there, and I also have to apply paint in there before you put the window in. I'm thinking that I'd like to have the window in before it's painted just because... Well, maybe not. Who knows? Who knows? But basically, the one that we did, the last one that we did, we clamped the edges of it. Any marks on that, I know are coming off because we buffed them off to get that in there, had to. And that's what I was hoping. But now we got the rubber at the right size. We got the window size right there. We know the window size because it's right there. We can lay it on the other window and trace it off. Very happy. We're going to have... Oh, I'd like to just wipe it off, maybe. I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Wipe it off. Basically, what we're going to have is we got a window in it. Before we put the window in it, we're going to lay this stuff, this clear vinyl wrap that does not scratch. We are going to lay it on the window, cut the size that we need, put it aside. When we put the window in, then we'll apply our stuff. That's what we're going to do. And that way there it's secure. It's not laying all over the place. It's kind of hard to do that. But as you can see, we're going to have a window. That's awesome. Very happy with that. I'm not going to do anything more with it other than just leave the rubber on there, leave the window in it. Basically, that's all I'm going to do. Try to find the stainless, and window is made. And you can do it just as well as I done it. A barbecue, some plywood, just watch it in there, make sure when it starts to droop, it's pliable, bring it out, clamp it on. Make your buck as big as the opening so you got that room to buff the edge all off. If you try to make it the exact same size, you're just the exact size, you're still really not going to see anything because you got this far, you're going down in there, 1/2 inch, 3/8, you're going down in there, so you're really not going to see it unless you ply your clamp way inside on the window. But basically, there you go. I got to wipe that off. I'm a happy camper, I am. I'm a happy camper. And the reason being is because I didn't have to what? I didn't have to go buy one, find one, nothing. I just used my brain and made one. And when it comes to the rest of the car, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I am not going to stop for nobody or anything. Just keep on going and get it done. There you go. We'll get a rope in behind that. We'll pull that in there. The window will be in with the way it's supposed to be in there. And if that does the job like I think it's going to do, you would never know the difference. Have a great one, everybody. Windshield works 100%.